Welcome to the reading of A Chance for Esperanza, which means hope in Spanish. The book is written by Pam Hilling, illustrated by Mike Carrasco. Their narrator is Barry White, the Sea Turtle Man, and he's dedicating it to the Dorfler children. That's Tate, Mason, and Elena. Abuela, the sand is cracking. Tonight is the night. Ivan, the sand is cracking. Yes, tonight is the night. You are right, Austin. Let's go ask everyone to turn their lights out. We want the moonlight over the ocean to be the guiding light for these little guys. Lights on the beach might distract them. And you make sure you have strong batteries in your flashlight, said Ivan as he patted Austin on the shoulder and winked at Abuela. Abuela, Austin said, I want to hear that story about Esperanza again. It will help me be ready for tonight. I'm going to help every little turtle make it to the sea. You have always loved that story of Esperanza. I'm happy to tell it as often as you like. Before you were born, before your mother and father were married, I came to Galoom to visit your mother. She was working in the dive shop. I fell in love with this village and the people that live here. After the night on the beach, when I saw the sea turtles free, I knew I would come again and again. A long time ago, the turtles swam freely in the ocean for thousands of years. There were many, many sea turtles. Then people built homes and big hotels on the beaches where the turtles laid their eggs, and the turtles no longer had a safe place for their nests. Soon the number of turtles began to decrease. There were fewer and fewer turtles in the ocean. I'll start the story, Abuela. You're too slow. One night, some other sea turtles came up on the beach and laid their eggs. There were hundreds of them. They call it arribada. In Spanish, that means all at once. And early the next morning, my mother and Ivan walked along the beach looking for tracks and a small mound of sand that would indicate a sea turtle's nest was below. The first nest we found had already been robbed by birds and crabs. There was nothing left except empty shells. But they found a nest later on that had not been discovered. Ivan and his mother carefully dug up the eggs, all of them. There were 78, and they put them in a box to be released that night. They carried the eggs to Galoom, to the turtle nursery. They dug a hole in the protected area. They dug it deeper than the hole the mother had dug, and they laid the eggs carefully in. When they were finished, they put a stick in the middle of the nest as a marker to help them find the nest later. They wrote the date on the marker so they would know when to expect the babies to hatch. Many days later, about 60 in all, the sand around the marker began to crack, and Ivan knew that the baby turtles were hatching and wiggling out of their shells. He carefully dug the babies up from the nest and placed them in a box to keep them safe until the nightfall. When the sun went down, it was time to release the turtles. Ivan told everyone to turn off their lights and come to the beach. You were one of the people on the beach that night, Abuela. Yes, Austin. I wanted to be on the beach to watch the baby turtles crawl to the sea. Your mother was there too. It was her job to tell the story of how the mother turtle had laid her eggs and how she and Yvonne had reburied them to keep them safe. Your mother told the people to make 2 lines so everyone could see the turtles as they made their way to the ocean. She explained that the journey from the box to the ocean was important. It was so they could help build up the rhythm of their crawl and develop strength in their legs. They would need strong legs for swimming in the ocean. My mother let the turtles out of the box, right, Abuela? Right. Your mother released the turtles, and Yvonne used his flashlight to help guide them to the sea. Some went straight to the water. Others seemed confused and crawled in the wrong direction. Yvonne used his flashlight to guide them and turn them around. Soon, all the turtles were in the ocean except for one, and you wanted to pick it up and take it there. I wanted to help, but Yvonne said she has to make it on her own. He said if she couldn't make it to the water on her own, she wouldn't be strong enough to survive in the ocean. When a turtle didn't make it to the ocean, it was left on the beach. You asked Yvonne if you could borrow his flashlight, didn't you? Yes, I took the light and I put it close to the turtle's eyes. When I did, I saw that her eyes were crusted over with sand. She couldn't see. I picked her up and I wiped her eyes and put her down again. In a short time, she began to move. Soon she began to crawl more quickly and eventually reached the ocean and swam away, looking just like her brothers and sisters who had gone ahead of her. You wanted to name her Dilly Dally because that's what she had done. But Yvonne said she should be called Esperanza, which means hope in Spanish. He said, if a woman has this much hope for one turtle, there's hope for all turtles. That's right, Austin. Yvonne and your mother have released many turtles over the years. Without their help, most of the turtles would have died. Tonight, you will help. You will be the hope of turtles for the future. They think only 1 out of 1,000 hatchlings survive to be an adult sea turtle. They need all of our hope. Stay safe and do anything you can to help save sea turtles.